The most common perception of black and white imagery among the untrained eye is that it's dull compared to vibrant color. However, to an artist, black and white images and designs can have a major impact. According to honkyat.com, they possess emotion, highlight the art aspect, and focus well on the subject. Let's take a look at what I mean. If you haven't already, please download my PowerPoint presentation so that you can follow along. Let's click to slide number 2. The first impact that black and white imagery can have is emotional. There's no color to distract you from the subject, so you're completely tuned into the rawness of it all. On the left of the slide, I have a self-portrait of mine that I did a couple years ago. Vulnerability is what is conveyed here. It's serious, it's honest, and it's real. Moving to the right-hand side of the slide, it is easy to see what emotion is emulating here. It's happiness, of course, you can't miss it. Not only does black and white imagery have a serious and vulnerable impact, but it also has a happy effect. And that is only just 2 types of emotions that black and white imagery can convey. It can also showcase innocence, evil, sadness, joyfulness, and many other types of emotions. Let's click to slide number 3. The second impact that black and white imagery can have is highlighting the art aspect. Even the untrained artist can create pieces of art using black and white. Pictures of couples become more elegant and more romantic just by snapping them in black and white. It captures the moment. Almost everyone has turned at least one photo into a piece of art by changing it from color to black and white. My space is littered with photographs such as these. Take a look at the third slide. On the left, I have a photo that would just be an ordinary photo had I snapped it in just plain color, but I didn't. I changed the color scheme and now it has a more artsy vibe to it. Moving on to the right image, this is a more creative and artistic photo and just would be plain weird or odd if I had snapped it in color. Let's click to slide number 4. The last impact I'd like to highlight is focus. Sometimes color scheme can detract from an image because the audience isn't fond of the colors chosen. But sometimes artists like myself read too much into the color choices. Black and white tends to create focus because it does not rely on color to achieve the message. We often focus on the subject rather than the minor details when viewing a black and white image. For example, take a look at on the left here on slide number 4. The eye is automatically drawn to the little girl. You're not worried about her hair color, her eye color, the fence, or the grass. You're completely focused on her, which is the intended objective. Now look on the photo on the right. Can you see the garbage can? Of course you don't. You're completely focused on the little girl's head. Now had I snapped this photo in color, you would have noticed that there's a bunch of color behind her head and you'd be wondering what it is. But because it's in black and white, the colors kind of mesh together and you do not notice it. Although black and white imagery may be a monochromatic color scheme, it can say a lot. It is not dull, but vibrant in meaning. As I have shown in the PowerPoint, black and white showcases emotion, highlights the artistic aspect of a piece, and creates focus within an image. Hopefully, after viewing my speech, I've inspired you to look at black and white imagery in a whole new way. Thank you, and you guys have a good night.